Alright, hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is April at A.Typical Life. I like to just bring you guys along with me as I solve little problems around my house and do some decluttering, some reorganization, and yeah, it's hopefully it's inspiring and it's motivational. So today, so the last video I kind of left off and I had finally cleaned off the top of this dresser and I realized, uh-oh, but I need to clean off socks. Okay, because decluttering and reorganization is something that I'm constantly working on and doing, I had already cleaned out this drawer a long time ago. It's an awkward drawer. It had been sitting here basically empty for some time. So in my brainstorming with declutter, with the sock situation, I realized that I had empty space and that I had completely forgotten about. Honestly, it wasn't like I just knew this was sitting here and I was like, oh yeah, that'll be perfect. No, I had completely forgotten that I had empty space. So I came in here and I start looking through the drawers and I'm like, where am I going to move these socks to? And I'm like, oh, holy crap, I have an empty space. And I had no idea. So it's perfect. Anyways, so talking about socks, I acquired a whole bunch of socks because I just realized I needed some new ones. A lot of mine had been like old and stretched out and I had kind of wanted like a little bit different of a look. I had bought some different types of shoes that required different socks. So I just ended up with sort of this mess and didn't realize I even had room. Even though I still have room, I still actually need to do some reorganizing because I have all these different types of socks and they're just not in a good way to get them in and out easily. So we're going to go ahead and do that. It's going to be really quick. The very first thing I got to do is open up the socks. If you're curious, I actually have another package of these socks. I love the socks. I think they're super cute and they're really comfy, but they aren't the best made socks, but they were also pretty affordable. So they just get, you might see some loose strings. It's hard to find really well made stuff these days. So this is just another example. See, stitching's not great, but I actually just went and threw the trash away because I'm trying to be better at cleaning up as I go and making less of a mess. So first I'm going to look for everything that's boot socks. Okay, so this first pile is really going to be socks that I wear kind of out of the house with boots. I have another similar style category, but it's more just like thick, cozy socks that I just wear in the house. So I do see some things that might need decluttered here. Part of the reason that I started this whole sock journey was because I went to put on, let's see, these are the socks that I had. I went to put on socks to wear with my new boots and they were awful and they were all stretched out. So these, let's see if we can figure out what's going, let's see, staying, stay. I am going to keep these just because they do have some stretch and I hate to get rid of everything in a category, so I'm going to keep those. These need to go. These are actually, I bought these when I was pregnant because they're they don't have a lot of stretch. They're not super tight because my feet would swell and they would get really uncomfortable when I was working. So on my legs, it was mostly around my legs. So these actually are now, they're too big. Okay, so we're getting rid of everything over here, keeping everything over here, but the majority of this stuff over here was new and I bought this year. Let's see, I have this organizer. Wow. Putting it together is not fun. It's normally not that bad. But because I let it go completely, like, control the last couple months, and I was overstuffing it, so. Okay, things I'm going to put back in here. I always need these. It's like I never get rid of. I never use them, but then as soon as I don't have them, I run out and buy another pair because I think it goes with something. And then I usually end up not using them. So instead of running out and buying a $20 pair of tights, or 3 because I bought the wrong size, I just keep these. Alright, and they go in the back of the drawer. Another type of sock that goes in my little organizer is these guys. Socks, because they are so small, I feel like they're constantly falling apart. So we're going to keep those. I'm going to mate these up. So if you're looking for a type of sock like this, bought these at Walmart. They're pretty nice. Definitely keeping all of those. I would really like to get, these are really stretched out now. I should probably just let go of those. Hate to, but because they're my only pair of gray. And then I'll just keep these white for now, but. Now I have empty space in here because I took the other things out, but I'm going to put this back in the drawer. Next up, we have cozy socks. I sleep in socks every single night because my feet get cold. I don't think I'm getting rid of any of these. I usually do a pretty good job of when they are stretched out. I will just get rid of them as I come across them because they get really, really, really annoying. Okay, next category we have athletic socks. These are all tall athletic socks. They go in a different room. I'll be keeping all of these. I think the short athletic socks could use a quick declutter, so keep. Those are the best. Oh, those are really good. Keep. Okay. I like all of these, so the only ones I am getting rid of are ones that are stretched out. So I have all of these. They were like my favorite socks ever. They don't sell them exactly the same anymore, and they have to go. So I'm gonna put these with that. We'll go put these away. Okay, so I'm done with the sock declutter. That was fun. You know, it took about 20 minutes. I actually did declutter some stuff, which was cool. The most awesome thing about a little declutter like this, I'm not doing this more than once a year. It just doesn't need done more than once a year. You do it and it usually pretty much stays the same. So this is good. This is something that makes me feel like, okay, check. I shouldn't have to really deal with this again. I do have this first drawer right here, this very first drawer. That drawer's looking a little too full, but I think I can kind of deal with that and maybe get a few things out. as I wear these things throughout the year. Like I said, most of that stuff's new. The whole goal is just to get motivated. Do a 15-20 minute declutter, pick a thing, make a list of chores in your house that need done, and then just every day just do one. I know it's hard to get motivated. I know it's hard to want to do this stuff every single day. But as I've gotten better at it, as I've seen my house improve, it is worth it. The better I get at this, the more and it's not just the more disciplined I get. It's like the smarter I get at it. The more I understand what's going on in my brain, I get at it. That's why I work so hard to like explain the brain concepts. I know a lot of people like you really understand what's going on in the mind. That's why I think that's so important, because that's what you learn as you're going along. That's what makes this process make sense. That's what's going to make it stick, is when you learn what's going on in your mind that's preventing you from progressing, is when you really start. Uh-oh, no. Hey, no. Almost a catastrophe. But that's when you start to make the progress. So get up every day, do just like a little tiny, whatever you can handle, get started on, start working on your list, start working on what's going on in your mind, ask yourself the questions. You know, this all started with, why is this here? Why is this here? Why is this here? Oh, my socks are out of control and I need to find homes for them. So within what? I need to reorganize. Okay, well, if I need to reorganize, where can I put these things? Let me look around. Let me think about it. Oh, crap. Look, I have an empty drawer sitting right beside, due to my previous efforts of decluttering. That is how this brain map worked. I know everybody's not going to have an empty drawer sitting right where they need it. I understand that. That's not going to happen for everybody. But the reason I have that empty drawer is because I have consistently decluttered. And I've consistently learned that having something as amazing as an empty drawer sitting around can be a lifesaver in times of need. So let's do it. Let's get that empty drawer. You know, if you're not the person that can clear off the top of the dresser now, why don't you be the person today who can start working towards an empty drawer? All right, that's all for today. I hope you feel motivated. That's all this is ever about. It's never to make anybody feel bad or feel shameful. I am not an aesthetic person. I am not trying to show you guys how amazing I am. That is not what this YouTube channel is about. This YouTube channel is about, let's work with what's real. Let's work with what's reality. Let's figure out how to get a little bit of grasp on our overwhelming lives. All right, love you guys. Have a great day. I'll see you again next week. Bye.